Hey guys, Jay here. Just want to give you a quick update on our forward test, our $100 forward test on the RMI Universal EA. Now we blew this account on day one, but all's not lost right here. So as you can see, we're down to a loss of 95 bucks. If you look at our balance now, we're looking at $4.51, and that was from a $100 starting forward test balance. Now, all's not lost because, like many times, this is user error. Now, this was user error on me because I was trying to make an EA work, a highly aggressive EA work on aggressive settings with only $100. So I'm going to re-up this and give it another chance only because I made the mistake of not changing the settings. Let's take a look at the settings that we had on here. Now, and these aren't the settings that I back tested. I've got to tell you this. I had highly aggressive settings. This is the time that it starts at 3 o'clock. I'm telling you guys, I rarely trade aggressive EAs during the US session. This was set to end at 2300 hours. Normally, I have it in at the beginning or right before 30 minutes before the US sessions. I didn't have that on this particular setting. So let's take a look at, I back tested today just to see would it be similar, and thank God it was. But look, this was predictive. And I really like it when the strategy tester gives the same results as the forward test results. So that's a plus. So that helps me trust the strategy tester results just a little bit more. Okay, guys, I'm going to change one thing on here just to make it a little bit more conservative. I'm not changing the end time yet. I'm going to do that in just a second. But let's see what the strategy tester, what it shows us with that one change. That's going to change the frequency of trade. So I just want to know if it would have ended in a loss. And if it would have ended in a loss, how much so? Okay, it's almost over there. I will pause until it gets to the end. Okay, let us see here. Let's look at the graph. All right. Now, it's still a loss, but if you look at that, we have like $89 left. So it would have been a 10% loss based on those particular settings for this one day. So it would have been a rough day. Let's look at the results. Yep, here you go. I would have profited a negative 10.65. That's a hell of a lot better than $95. Let's check another setting. Okay, we made it a bit more conservative by turning the EA off at 7 a.m. 7 a.m., that's Central Standard Time. I'm here in the United States, so that's 7 a.m., 1500 hours. Let's see what that does, if it's going to make a difference in our strategy tester. Okay, now that we're ultra conservative, let's look at the graph. There's absolutely no trade. No trade. So if I would have gone that conservative, I would have stayed out of the market today, which would have been great because that's better than 95%. So let's back test it a little bit more. Let's just say if we would have started with those settings from the beginning of last week. Let's check that out. Let's go. Okay, guys, by the most conservative rules, if I would have started this on the 23rd through today, the 23rd of April through May 1st, let's see. These results would have made it like 8%, would have been up like 8% today, you know? Coulda, woulda, right? Look at the graph, the equity graph there. That's 108. And let's check out one more thing. The absolute drawdown would have been around 14%, which is cool. Now I'm going to make one more change. I'm going to make it a little bit more aggressive, and I just wonder what today had taken us out. Let's check this out. We're going to keep it the closing at around 7 a.m. my time, Central Standard Time here in the United States, but I'm going to increase the frequency of trading. Let's see what that would have looked like. Remember, on our conservative one from last week to today, it was around a 14% drawdown, 8% gain. Let's check this one out. Okay, with the frequency of trades, let's see here. All right, so we've almost doubled our profit, right? A little bit over 16% profit, which is cool, but here's the problem. We almost tripled our drawdown, and that's not conservative enough. So I think that we'll stick with the most conservative settings with trading going forward. So let's go ahead and let's retest this, and let's go with the most conservative settings. And let me do the conservative setting once again. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to stick with this. So let's go ahead and give it another shot. So this is going to be a redo. We're going to reload it at $100, and we will start that on May 2nd. May 2nd is the new start date from the blown account, which was user error. Again, that's why it's important to test, retest, adjust, test, and retest. All right, guys, go make some real money.